Greetings, this is Carrie welcoming you to day 5 of your Sedona Virtual Retreat experience. Today we're going to explore ways to utilize key components of holistic wellness to support personal renewal during this time of transformation. So grab a pen and some paper, you might want to take notes, and let's get started. Okay, so I'd like to start today by just talking about the necessity of having a balance in embracing the downtime that we all have now collectively in the world, but balancing that with remaining actively engaged with life. And so we're all in this together. We're, dealing with this quarantine situation. And think about the spiritual significance of what this is almost forcing humanity to do right now. We are being put in a situation where we need to reflect. We need to reassess. And a part of that is in really embracing, as I said, embracing the downtime that we have right now. Rest, recovery, reflection are what leads to rejuvenation. So think about it. We're in a space and time right now where we're in a position where we can rest, we can reflect, we can recover, and it will lead to a personal rejuvenation in each of our lives, individually and collectively. And so what I'm doing in my life is staying centered on that level. I don't feel any fear about anything that's happening in the world right now. My silent knowing is telling me that we're all going to come out of this improved. We are all right now in a position where we can step into higher consciousness and ask ourselves, how can I contribute to the world? What do I want to contribute to the world? Do you know that there's a spiritual teaching that says that when you are a part of the solutions in life, in the world, on the earth, if you're contributing to the greater good in the world, life will support you. And so this is like a calling for humanity, for all of us, a time to reevaluate and reassess. Many of you, I'm sure, are already feeling this, but maybe you don't really know how to do it, and that's where I step in. I'm going to share with you some practices that you can begin utilizing that's going to support your personal journey through this. And so embrace the downtime, let yourself be in a space of reflection, reconsideration, cash in on some rest, let your nervous system rejuvenate and recharge in preparation for, what you want your life to look like on the other side of this. And really do let this be a time of, how do I want to leverage this? What do I want my life to look like on the other side of this? And then utilize this time to find creative ways to begin implementing whatever your vision is, given the parameters that we're in right now. And so the first thing I want to talk about in the realm of how can I leverage this time towards my best evolution, remain engaged in life. Today we're going to talk about ways to mentally stay engaged in life, and in future videos I'm going to talk about some of the other pillars of holistic wellness that will support you in remaining engaged as well. But mentally remaining engaged in life. So, okay, empowerment journaling. This is probably going to be one of your best practices that you can all do right now. So in the realm of journaling, there's what I call process journaling and empowerment journaling. Process journaling is where we're just sort of writing out whatever we have within us that we are processing. It could be something you're worried about, a problem that needs a solution, a matter of healing that you're working with emotionally. And so process journaling is an aspect of empowerment journaling. So what I would recommend for all of you to support the parts of you that might be feeling fearful or worried, write all of that down on paper, so that you can take what might be impacting you from a subconscious level and bring it to the conscious and into like the physical world of form through writing. Where empowerment journaling comes in is if you're writing things down that are upsetting you or bothering you or making you feel a little bit worried, then with the empowerment journaling, either on a next page or below what you've written, you want to write down whatever comes to you around what do you have within your ability to do about the things that are bothering you or worrying you. You can even do this with ambitions, writing down what your ambitions are. Okay, what can I do to support my ambitions? Let it be just like a stream of consciousness. Write down whatever comes to you without analyzing it in the moment, and then you can read through it later. But this will give you like a foundation or a framework that you can use to begin taking action. There might be cases where there are things that are outside of your control that you don't feel that you really can do anything about at this time. And in those cases, what you can do is accept it, turn it over to spirit, turn it over to the universe, be in trust, practice faith, those types of things. So we're embracing the downtime as a valuable aspect of supporting transformation. We're staying mentally engaged with life by assessing, evaluating, or processing what it is that we're worried about, what we're fearful of, what our hopes, goals, dreams are, and then we're writing down awarenesses that come around actions that you can take to support your own processes, whether, again, it's healing, releasing a fear, or putting positive energy towards an ambition or goal. So the other thing that I want to suggest, and this is something that you can, physically do, is create a cozy environment for yourself. We're all staying at home a lot more now, and our homes can be like act as like a fundamental support for our personal growth. So maybe take a look around your home, a look around the area that you spend the most time in your home, and ask yourself, do I feel cozy? Do I feel nurtured? Do I feel replenished when I'm in this space? And things that you can do to optimize the quality of feeling supported and nourished and comforted in your home would be things like organizing, getting rid of clutter, clearing your space. You can even clear the energy of your home with sage or Palo Santo, and beautifying the energy of your home. Maybe you want to bring yourself in some fresh flowers, redecorating a little bit, but this is you basically creating a home base for your personal growth work that you're going to be doing over the next few weeks. And so I definitely recommend that, and step up your spiritual practices. Now, if there's ever been a time to step up our spiritual practices, it's now. For those of us who have been on a conscious spiritual path for a long time, this is what it's all been for. This is the situation that we're in right now is a perfect opportunity for you to really engage and implement spiritual practices that you've dedicated and devoted your life to learning about. So, spiritual practices that you can really step up now to support your journey through this time. Meditation, we've already talked about that in a previous video. You can review the first video that I did for information around meditation and practicing mindfulness. Practicing mindfulness is another spiritual practice that is good to utilize at this time because it cultivates awareness. So again, mindfulness is being aware of what you are experiencing in the now without judgment, in gentle, kind, loving ways. So mindfulness, meditation, getting some movement in. That's why I'm incorporating yoga into the virtual retreat that we're doing. Movement is important, not only for the fitness benefit, but to keep your life force energy flowing. We are all being more sedentary than usual, and we really want to keep rest in balance with action so that our life force energy is healthfully circulating through the body. That's a really important component to physical health and well-being, mental and emotional health and well-being as well. You can practice affirmations or mantras. You can create affirmations based on whatever your intentions are at this time, or you can utilize affirmations to support you in feeling secure and safe in the world. Here's one of my go-to affirmations that I say to myself during times of feeling uncertain. I say, I am being divinely guided, supported, protected, and blessed. I am being divinely guided, supported, protected, and blessed. When I say that to myself, it really brings in deep peace because I believe it. If you say it and you're not quite believing it, you can reframe it in a way where you're saying, I now allow myself to be divinely guided, supported, protected, and blessed. Or I now choose to be divinely guided, supported, protected, and blessed. Because the reality is that we all are being divinely guided, supported, protected, and blessed through this, even if we can't see how. We just have to be, stay tapped in, and trust, which leads me to my next suggestion. So in the realm of staying tapped into your own silent knowing and your own inner guidance right now is definitely going to be like a really useful tool. Rely on what your own inner guidance is compelling you towards. Use the uncertain times that we're in right now to practice developing certainty around how your own intuition speaks to you and works for you. I talked about that in a few videos that I did previous to this, so that you can watch those, and I have other videos about intuitive development on my YouTube channel as well. So yeah, so for today, think of embracing the downtime, keeping it in balance with keeping yourself engaged in life, starting with mentally using the processes that I recommended. Create a cozy space for yourself. This can be an actual homework assignment that you do for yourself today. Create a nice cozy space for personal growth work that you're going to be doing in the next few weeks, and then step up your spiritual practice in the ways that I just described. And so if you have questions about anything that I talked about today, feel free to leave those questions in the comment section and I'll reply to it, or we'll address it in a future video. And I'm wishing all of you a blessed, healthy day. Namaste.